So let me ask you a question. What's more important to prioritize in your workouts? Strength or aesthetics? Now I know a lot of you will have different answers, and it's evident when I asked this question on TikTok the other day. Now, of course, there's overlap with training methods, but for those who are training for pure strength, they might hit a set of deadlifts for 3 to 5 reps and take a 3 to 5 minute rest. A heavy load of 90 to 100% maximal weight can be taxing on not just our muscles, but our nervous system as well. Powerlifters typically do have a body type, and that's what you can see on screen here. And I don't need to hear everyone complaining in the comments that I'm generalizing. Of course I am. Not everyone is built this way that does powerlifting. You can be shredded and have a six-pack and also be really strong. But for the majority of people who do focus on powerlifting and strictly strength training, typically do have a body type more like this. But when it comes to aesthetics, there seems to be a wider range of body types we could categorize here. But let's use an image like this. A person who is in shape, looks good, has muscle, but isn't quite a bodybuilder. And the training protocols will be different from powerlifters. Now, some of the exercises could be the same that they each do, but it tends to be that powerlifters will focus on their bigger compound lifts, like squats, deadlift, bench press. For someone that's training for aesthetics, they would still do some of those lifts, but they would change 1, rep range, and 2, work more accessory muscles. You would see someone training for aesthetics prioritizing arms, abs, and things like calf muscles, muscles that are very visible. That's not something powerlifters would typically prioritize. Now, I don't want to do a full breakdown on the difference in the training methods. If you guys do want a video like that, let me know in the comments below, and if there's enough people, I'll address a video like that. No, but the point of today's video is to simply have this discussion and take a look at some of the arguments on both sides. And I want to discuss something at the end here, an aspect of your fitness that most of us seem to be overlooking. So stay tuned all the way to the end of the video for that. The first thing I want to look at here is strength. What are some benefits to being stronger? Of course, it's easier to move things, and if you work with your hands, work is probably going to get a whole lot easier. There would be an ease of daily activities, meaning your normal everyday tasks would most likely get easier. One of the other big arguments is that when you're stronger, you'll be more capable of protecting yourself or your family. All good arguments. For those who do a lot of strength training, you might catch people off guard with how much weight you can actually lift. 2 individuals could weigh the exact same amount of weight, but might have dramatically different maxes on their lifts. And it's surprising to judge how strong someone might be. There's a gentleman I follow on TikTok who had this exact same debate on his page, and that's actually what sparked this idea for this video topic, so thank you for that. Now, I bring this gentleman up because he has some crazy impressive lifts. He stands 5'8", around 190 pounds, and he has a deadlift of over 500 pounds, a bench of over 300 pounds, which are both incredibly impressive numbers. When we take a step back and look where someone his body weight should be lifting for an intermediate, advanced, or elite trainee, he's bordering that elite lift for 190 pounds, which is super impressive. So what are some of the reasons this individual can be so much stronger? It has a lot to do with the way the body reacts when training specifically for strength. And it doesn't always have to do with the size of the muscle, but what we call neuromuscular adaptations. Training closer near maximum loads doesn't only allow recruiting of more type 2 muscle fibers, it can also train the body to improve and increase motor unit recruitment. Now, this explanation might be slightly antiquated, but it should help explain this concept. So if we take a look at motor units, which are the nerve and the muscle fibers that nerve innervates, and let's say we look at our bicep. If we're new to training, we might only be able to recruit 70 out of 100 of those motor units. The more we train, we improve this threshold and we can increase the motor units. As we train with heavier loads and near maximal loads, and we allow for a larger number of recruitment without catastrophic failure. This is also a reason why you should take your time with your strength gains. Allow your body to rest and recover properly. So ideally, to sum that up, when we work on a lot of strength gains, we're going to improve the ease of everything we do throughout our days. But why would we want to train for aesthetics? Well, some of the arguments here are that you will look good and you will be more attractive. Obviously, that is subjective. I would argue, and this is my opinion, so before I say it, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button if you're enjoying this video. But in my opinion, I would argue that individuals who train for aesthetics have a better method of training for overall health. So let me explain. Now I say this because I think training for looks is more multi-dimensional. Most of these individuals will do weight training along with cardio, and not just a couple walking sessions throughout the week, and I do understand that powerlifters do cardio. But the aesthetic group might mix in a 5K 2 or 3 times a week as part of their workout, where powerlifting requires a lot of time. And these intense bouts of cardio can affect the recovery time and possibly take away from maximum strength gains. So better cardiovascular health is obviously important and is linked to longer lifespans. Back to the superficial component of this. As a personal trainer, I have been told by clients over the years that they would not have worked with me or they wanted to work with me because I had a good physique. But I've also seen people come into the gym that try to become personal trainers that look great. They have a ton of muscle and they're in shape and they have great physiques. But when it comes time to helping the individual client, they simply don't understand how to help someone. But other than personal trainer, model, or maybe actor or actress, I can't think of any other positions that really require you to have good aesthetics. I'd love to hear in the comments below if I'm wrong and left something out. But at the end of the day, one of the best ways or methods to train is whatever's going to keep you in the gym and keep you coming back and allow you to enjoy working out. And personally, I believe a training method that mixes in aesthetics and strength is probably most ideal. Exercise is such an important component of people's health and it gets overlooked all the time, so make sure you're prioritizing it. And I mentioned earlier that there's an aspect to fitness that you might be overlooking. And what is that, you might ask? It is longevity. Making sure you're training smart. Now that I'm in my 30s, making sure that I look after everything. My balance, my flexibility, my mobility are all important components that can improve your longevity. Training smart is so important. Working out today in a way that allows you to work out tomorrow. Obviously you can take a rest day, but you understand the concept. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is a little bit different from my normal content, I'd love to hear if you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys are looking for more content to watch, right up here is my full-length video on saunas, reviewing a massive systematic review. This is possibly a life-changing aspect to your health that you could mix in. Definitely recommend watching it, and if not, we'll see you guys next week. Have a good day.